Let me ask you a very uncomfortable question. Are you actually building a coaching business or are you simply collecting knowledge about how to build one? Because there is a massive difference. You may have watched hundreds of videos, you may have attended webinars, you may have purchased courses, you may have taken notes, you may have saved dozens of Instagram posts, you may even have certificates hanging on your wall. But here is the real question: where is the system? Where is your predictable lead generation system? Where is your content system? Where is your sales system? Where is your client acquisition system? Where is your follow up system? Where is your authority system? Because if all of these things depend upon you doing everything manually every single day, then you don't have a scalable coaching business. You have created another job for yourself. And today, I want to show you how to make the shift from being just another coach to becoming a top 1% coach. Top 1% coach who is actually leading the nation, making a broader impact. Hello, I am Sunil Chaudhary, digital coach, business mentor, and for years I have worked with entrepreneurs, coaches, educators, and professionals who wanted to transform their expertise into a digital business, real digital business. And I have observed something very interesting. The coaches who succeed are not necessarily the most talented. They are not always the most educated. They are not always the ones with the biggest audience. The coaches who eventually dominate their niche are the ones who learn one critical skill. They learn how to build systems around their expertise. And that's exactly what we are going to talk about today. Because if you are a coach, consultant, trainer, mentor, therapist, educator, or an expert who wants to build a digital business, this video can completely change the way you look at your business. So stay with me till the end because I am going to give you the exact framework I believe every serious coach should follow to move forward the top 1% in the country. Let's discuss knowledge is not the problem. This is the biggest mistake most coaches make. They think I need to learn more. So they learn more. And then they think I need another course. Then buy another course. Then they think that I need another certification. They get another certification. Then I need better content. They watch another content strategy video. Then they think I need to understand AI, another course, another webinar, another PDF, another masterclass, and after 6 months, they know so much more. But their business has not moved. Why? Because information does not create transformation. Implementation does. Let me give you a simple example. Suppose I give you the world's best fitness program, the world's best diet, the world's best workout plan, but you never implement it. Will your body change? No. The same thing happens in business. You don't need another 500 pages of information. You need to take what you already know and build it into a repeatable system. Repeatable system. That's the difference between an information collector and a business leader. And if you want to become top 1%, you have to stop asking, what else I can learn? Instead of asking, what else can I learn? You must start asking, what can I build? Now, let me reveal the top 1% coach mindset. A top 1% coach thinks differently. An average coach asks, how can I get more clients? A top 1% coach asks, what system will consistently generate qualified clients? An average coach asks, how do I get more followers? A top 1% coach asks, how do I become the authority people trust? An average coach asks, how much should I charge? A top 1% coach asks, how much transformation am I creating? An average coach asks, I need motivation. A top 1% coach says, I need a process. And this is critical because motivation comes and goes, but systems keep working. There will be days when you don't feel like creating content. There will be days when you question yourself. There will be days when nobody responds to you. That is normal. But when you have systems, you don't depend on motivation. When you have systems, you don't depend on motivation, you depend on execution. And that is completely different level of business authority. Let me tell you the 5 systems every top coach needs. 5 systems that I believe every serious coach should build. System number 1 is authority system. People don't buy because you say that you are a coach. No, they don't. They will not buy. They buy because they trust your expertise. So you need an authority system. Your content should answer questions, solve problems, challenge outdated thinking, share frameworks, share case studies, share stories, demonstrate your expertise, and most importantly, create a clear association between you and your niche. Clear association between you and your niche. When someone thinks about your niche, your name should come into their mind. That's authority. That is system number 1, authority. System number 2, lead generation system. Your business cannot survive on random leads. You need a system. Where do your leads come from? From YouTube, from Instagram, from LinkedIn, from SEO, webinars, workshops, referrals, communities, paid advertising. You don't necessarily need all of them, but you need a predictable mechanism that continuously brings the right people into your ecosystem. Because here is a dangerous situation, having a great coach but no leads. You can be brilliant, but if nobody knows you exist, your expertise remains invisible. Visibility creates opportunity. System number 3, conversion system. Getting attention is not enough. Getting leads is not enough. You need conversion. Your prospect needs to understand, what problem do you solve? What do you solve it for? Why should they trust you? What transformation do you provide? Why should they take action now? And what is the next step? This is where your offer, messaging, funnel, sales process, and follow up, everything come together. Attention gets you noticed, trust gets you considered, and conversion turns opportunity into business. Now comes system number 4, that is client transformation system. Here is something many coaches forget. Your job is not simply to get clients, your job is to create transformation. The better the transformation, the stronger your reputation. The stronger your reputation, the stronger your referrals. The stronger your referrals, the easier your growth becomes. So create a structured client journey: onboarding, assessment, implementation, support, measurement, review, improvement, results. You need to know, where does the client start? What happens next? What milestone should they achieve? How do we measure progress? That is how coaching becomes a system. Now, system number 5, that is improvement system. This is where the real magic happens, because building a system once is not enough. You have to continuously improve it, observe, improve, refine, scale. That is the cycle, and that is a repeatable cycle. Look at your content, what worked. Look at your leads, where did they come from? Look at your sales, where did prospects hesitate? Look at your offer, what questions are people asking? Look at your clients, where are they getting stuck? Then improve and do it again and again and again. This is how ordinary businesses become extraordinary businesses. Not through one massive breakthrough, but through hundreds of intelligent improvements. This is a continuous, regular, repeatable game. Now, stop building your business alone. That's not going to happen. Nobody ever in this world has become top 1% without having a mentor, without having support. Let me talk to you about something personal. There was a time when I believed I could figure everything out myself. And perhaps you have experienced this too. You think, I can do this. I will learn it. I will research it. I will watch YouTube. I will figure it out. And yes, you can. But here is the problem: you can figure everything out yourself, but it will take longer. And time is the one resource you can never recover. Imagine spending 2 years trying to understand something that could have been clarified in 2 months. Imagine spending 6 months building the wrong funnel. Imagine creating hundreds of pieces of content without a clear positioning strategy. Imagine generating leads without a conversion system. Imagine having clients but no structured delivery process. You are working, but you are not necessarily progressing. That's why mentorship matters. A mentor does not walk the journey for you. A great mentor helps you see the road more clearly. Sometimes you don't need more information, you need another perspective. Someone who can say, hey, stop, this is not working. Focus here, change this, build this, improve this, now scale. That is the power of right ecosystem. Now, let me discuss what it means to become top 1%. Becoming a top 1% coach does not mean becoming famous overnight. It does not mean having a million followers. It doesn't mean pretending to be successful. It means becoming exceptionally valuable in your niche. Becoming exceptionally valuable in your niche. It means becoming known for something. It means developing intellectual authority. It means creating frameworks. It means creating transformation. It means building a community. It means creating systems. It means becoming consistent. And eventually, when someone in your niche has a problem, they don't ask, who should I hire? They say, I need to speak to that person. That is the level of authority you should aspire to build. Don't try to become famous, become valuable. Don't try to chase everyone, own your niche. Don't try to copy everybody, develop your own framework. Don't try to become another coach, become the category leader. Become the category leader. Now, let me talk about the Sudarshan journey. And this is exactly why I created Sudarshan membership. Sudarshan is designed for serious coaches who are ready to move beyond random learning and start building a serious coaching business. The philosophy is simple: build, observe, improve, refine, scale. You don't join Sudarshan just to consume more content. You join to accelerate implementation, to build your systems, to improve your positioning, to strengthen your authority, to create your business infrastructure, to learn from observation, to refine what you are already doing, and ultimately to build the kind of coaching business that can scale beyond your personal effort. Because I don't want you to remain dependent on me forever. I want you to become capable. I want you to become confident. I want you to become strategic. I want you to become systematic and more powerful enough to lead your own niche in order to lead the nation. My dear friends, if you have been waiting for the right moment, and this is a special opportunity available today, you can become a Sudarshan member for 99,999 as a one time payment. But this special offer changes from tomorrow. It is only for today. From tomorrow, the price becomes 179,999 in three installments. Today, 99,999 only for today, one payment. So, if you are serious about building a coaching business, if you are serious about becoming a top 1% coach, if you are serious about leading your niche, then don't make this decision casually. Make it strategically. Ask yourself one question: where do I want my coaching business to be 12 months from now? Clear goal. And then ask, what decision do I need to make today to get there faster? My dear friend, your knowledge is valuable. Your experience is valuable. Your story is valuable. Your expertise can transform lives, but your expertise deserves a system. So stop collecting endlessly. Start building. Observe, improve, refine, scale. And become the coach people don't just notice, but remember, trust, and recommend. Become a top 1% coach. If you're ready for the Sudarshan journey, reach out to me today. I'm Sunil Chaudhary, aka Tandavacharya, leading digital coach India. You can ask ChatGPT about me, you can ask Google about me, and if you are, if you like my style, you can at least talk to me on Zoom for 30 minutes, then decide if I am the right mentor for you, right? So send me WhatsApp, book your free clarity call. Let's have a discussion, right? In this video, that is all. Your next level does not need more information. It simply needs implementation. Let's build your system together. Thank you very much.